to professionals and head to confessional. And once I'm in the booth, I feel real congressional. Welcome to the episode. Please like and subscribe. Don't drink and drive when you can smoke and fly. Soaring so high into the night sky, reaching for the stars, but they landed on a moon pie.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's up?
What up, what up, what up?
What up, baby?
Awkward Intelligence, Intox, and
BDot.
And as you can see, we have Mr. Prim here
Yes,
as
sir.
well. So,
in the building today.
episode 5, we're bringing you a little interview action. You know, just hanging out, seeing what's going on.
Had to come see what y'all was talking about, man.
It's 2023.
Yeah.
First episode of 2023. I can't even believe I'm saying that right now because, you know, I was so used to saying 2022 for a year, just like everybody else. We're all writing it down weird. It's all crazy right now.
I wrote 123 the other day.
He was like, I was on it.
You gotta circle it.
Yeah.
Turn it back to a 0.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, we made it this far.
Yeah.
And how long is it going to go for? At
That-
this point,
At this rate?
I'm trying to stay here. I didn't think we'd make it past 25.
Right. Right.
I'm like, shit, fuck it. We in it for the long haul.
Remember that, right?
Shit, we all
I
in.
guess.
Yeah. I'm reaching an age that you never knew. It's been a long time.
And that beard.
Right.
I should have left you
That high May action.
Yeah.
You know, but we're
without a dope.
You know, the
rhyme.
hair's all getting gray. I'm getting some gray going.
For
but as
real,
you can
gray.
see, the studio is live right now. We got a lot going on.
Yeah.
But we're just here to have a good time. Awkward Intelligence, that's what we do. You know, what's the intel telling us? Where are we at? So, but what we usually like to start off with is always where you can find everything that we do, ppeintox.com. You know, and then in the descriptions there's the Instagrams and the Cash Apps and all the other stuff we always tell you about. So you can look down there if you'd like to support everything we're doing, all the gems we've been dropping, just like last episode, dropping all them gems. So that's how we do it. But we also have the All Love Breakfast rocking with BDot. BDot got that going.
Yes, sir.
So
Still here.
y'all put some new items
Yeah.
coming up.
Yeah. That's coming up, but it's not in the menu yet.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know Black was talking about getting some different ingredients and throwing them together for you, trying to see if y'all can kind of create some new concoctions and stuff like that. So definitely cool.
It's
That's
coming out, man.
Yeah,
Go ahead and
All
bring
you gotta do is come out.
right. And that's 6 a.m. to 10:30 every day.
Yeah.
And you can see that down in the description as well. So the information for that, the address and everything, I'll throw it up on the screen. But it's all down there in the description. But we like to promote the things that we're doing. That way, if anybody wants to come out and help support us, that's how you do it. We're not doing this YouTube bullshit. Come support us at the breakfast. Come support us at our website. Shit like that, you know. So that's what we like to see.
Yeah.
break your fast.
Break your fast.
Break fast.
So
Straight up.
I think something I was thinking about earlier was last couple of days I've been tired. Anybody else been feeling tired, or y'all just kind of rolling right into the new year like y'all ready to roll?
I've been feeling tired for years.
Yeah. But
It's been a couple years.
yeah, you know what I mean. But
I'm almost sick and
hey,
tired
niggas
of being
still
sick
gotta
and
move.
tired. Tired.
Yeah, so for the last 2 days, I was just eating and chilling and smoking and relaxing. I wasn't doing nothing. I ain't really fuck with nobody, you know what I mean? I ain't even go out and, nothing. I was like trying not to go to the store, even though I wanted to go places. I kept thinking like, I'm gonna go here. I need to go do this. I was like, nope. I'm just gonna chill right
Just
here.
relax. Yeah,
So I just
man.
took a couple of days off. The year started. I was like, let me take a couple of days off. Let me relax. Let me get my recharge done. Let me get reset. That's how I was feeling. I was like, let me get reset.
That's it.
So I was just wondering if anybody else was feeling like that. Anybody else out there feeling like they was just resetting right at the beginning of the year?
I mean,
As he lights up a blunt.
Yeah. I was like, let's just get this
Setting that
party
blood.
started. Let's get this party
Time to
started.
reset.
shit.
Is the reset happening now? I seen this lady talking about it on one of them social media joints.
Oh yeah, like with the Great Reset,
She said
the Great Awakening.
She said everybody's running. She said they're running. They're getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah,
Claim your sovereignty now.
yeah, it's been happening for a while, a couple years now. So some of us are just catching up, but we'll talk about all that stuff. Some of it, we won't get too deep. You know what I mean?
Nah,
we won't get too deep.
Can't get too deep.
Free Larry Hoover.
That's one. That jumps right in there, and that's fine. Everybody knows what that means. That's not giving away any intel or anything. So we're good.
What? I didn't say nothing. Am I talking too much already?
That's what I'm saying. That's an easy one. Everybody's going with that one. So that's good. That's good. I got a little drink concoction I'm working on here. I don't know what I'm doing. It's a little water, a little juice, a little mystery cup.
What pigtail is in that?
Just some stuff I picked up. You never know.
Secret stash.
It's beet juice. Or maybe it's not. So what else is going on in the world?
Shit. Yo, did y'all know there was a damn Twilight Zone reboot of the Twilight Zone?
A reboot.
Back in 2002?
That long ago? Wasn't it just a new one?
Bruh. I
think there was another one.
was watching motherfucking Tubi,
Okay.
and all of a sudden this shit came on.
Tubi
I was
action.
like, what Twilight Zone is this? I put the shit on.
Is a whole new guy and everything?
It's Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker.
He's the dude playing the guy that talks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that like leads you into the story and everything, narrates it.
Yeah.
So he's the narrator,
There's
right?
22 episodes of this thing.
What? On Tubi?
I'm like, how did I miss this in my
Here's
life?
another gem for you guys. Tubi. There's a reboot with Forrest Whitaker. What was it?
Twilight Zone.
The
Twilight
Twilight
Zone.
Zone. Go check it out. I'm gonna check it out.
The
That
old
sounds
man.
interesting.
Definitely. That's crazy.
They had someone
I'm
like
always on Tubi.
They had someone like the newer actors that you see now in some of the movies and shows and
Right.
shit.
That's where they were starting out.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I was like, get the fuck
That's
out
always
of here.
crazy. Well, I was just talking about that to somebody the other day, and we were saying, how many things in Twilight Zone have come true? How many things like that have come true within today's technologies and ideas, and when they're probably on there predicting some star that would come into our planet or something. You know what I mean? Anything they could be on there saying. It's like, think about how many of those things have probably come true, right? And it's like, it's all kinds of stuff. So it's like, but people still want to go, what's going on in the world? What's real? What's not real? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know how much stuff you got to see or how much stuff is out there, but everybody's going to wake up on their own. So it's
Yeah, it was gonna be too late for them.
yeah, but that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Awkward intelligence.
Someone's gonna be too late.
Yeah. And yeah, that's true. And think about it. There's always people late to everything.
Late to the party.
Yeah. There's always the people that are early. There's always the people that show up on time. There's always the people that show up during. And then there's people that just didn't make it. That happens for everything, right? So I guess we got to take this just the same way. There's just some people that ain't going to make it, They're not going to make it. So we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see how it goes.
Damn.
Sorry to bring in the gloom on 2023.
Shit, sometimes I'm early, but sometimes I'm fucking late.
Yeah, we all are.
It just depends on
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on.
Right.
Or how I feel. Am I cursing too much?
You
Nah,
can say
nah,
whatever
you
you
good,
want, man.
You good.
This is an
this
adult show.
family, Is this family
good.
friendly?
This is Adult Swim.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an adult show. And we got a knock at the door. Hello.
Triple knock at the
What's
door.
going on?
Yeah.
This is the kind of shit that happens around here. Yeah. Yeah, we shooting a podcast right now.
Oh, y'all doing y'all thing?
Yeah, we doing a podcast.
Y'all good?
What's up?
My bad, I ain't mean to interrupt.
That's how it happens around here. That was our first interruption.
First
Big interruption. We've had like small little interruptions before, but that was our first big one.
Get real around here. We said it.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. I can always chop that out. That's little stuff like that.
Nah,
we
that's
can
so
chop
good.
out.
Raw
We can
footage,
leave it
man.
into.
Raw footage.
Yeah, we can leave it into. It don't
Never
matter.
chop it out.
Look, what's going on? See?
This is raw and uncut.
raw footage.
That premium shit.
Right. That premium shit. This you usually got to pay for this kind of shit. Not today.
Damn.
So yeah, I just been feeling a little sluggish. Nobody else, I guess, huh? I don't know. Maybe I used a lot of energy at the end of the year. You know, I just pushed through. And the weather. Yeah.
You're just getting old, bro.
Stop.
Nah,
That's what
man.
happens to old people. They
I just
start
got
doing
told
shit
I
like
was
that.
10 years younger today.
I mean,
But that doesn't mean I feel that way.
just saying.
That's true.
I sleep way more than I did in my 20s.
Yeah.
I don't
sleep a
know.
lot.
But like when we were teenagers.
Sleep a lot now.
Now?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, think about it. Remember when we was teenagers?
Yeah.
We would sleep then. And our parents would always be like, yeah, he's sleeping. Fuck, you know what I mean? We sleep forever. Maybe that was a hybrid period, and then we jumped off the porch. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Maybe we're going through another hybrid period now. Get ready to jump off that next level.
I did
You know.
sleep a lot.
I mean,
slept a
everybody
lot
did.
when I was a teenager.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Nah.
But now
I was working. I was up moving and shit, man.
Yeah, I was.
he said, fuck that.
I
I was
wasn't
outside.
doing that.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping.
He said, I was outside.
Now, you know what I mean? Now,
Fuckers waking you up and
now
shit.
I'm
You like, I
chilling.
ain't got shit to do today.
right.
Let me sleep. Shit. I used to sleep till fucking 12 in the morning.
Man,
Little
that's the
cousin,
best
yeah, they
sleep.
come,
If I do that
everybody
now,
come looking for me and shit.
I feel like my whole day's over.
that dude still.
I'm like, there's no point in going anywhere now.
Hey, that's the best sleep though, man. Shit.
Sometimes you need that, man.
Yeah, you gotta sleep
recharge.
in, man.
Everything's sold out.
Yeah, you gotta
gotta sleep
recharge.
in
You've missed
sometimes.
all the sales. The sales are over.
Yeah.
Answer's gone.
Right. You know what? That's probably crazy, right? They probably do some early morning sales people don't even know about. Yeah. But there's always somebody who's been sitting out there for hours or days waiting to get
They
in.
do those sales for the SSI check money.
Is that what that
Say,
is?
come on, folks. You know you out there. Come on. But you was normally eight.
right.
So
how was everybody's New Year, man? Everything's.
I'm already starting to get high. Holy shit.
I'm alive, man. You know, I'm cooling.
It was
I'm
simple as
blessed.
fuck. I didn't do nothing. I just hung out,
Yeah, I ain't do too
played
much.
good music, smoke, relax. I don't even remember hearing fireworks or anything. Didn't even seem very live this year.
I don't even really remember. Like,
Was that like 3 days ago?
Damn.
Maybe we
Yeah.
lost time.
Was y'all hurt? Was y'all?
Just wasn't.
Damn, what was in y'all cup?
we
You don't
didn't do
remember?
it, man. I don't
No?
know. It was just. I had a slice of pizza.
That was it.
Yeah, man. Right, slice of pizza.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard people was busting their guns
Yeah.
and shit. That's what everybody was.
Everybody was
telling me.
doing
Yeah.
it.
I was like, nah, I can't do that. I live in the city.
All right.
I'm not trying to go to jail like
No.
Tory Lanez
Ooh, taking shots.
busting shots.
Hello. Oh, no pun intended though.
I'm just saying,
Taking shots.
be careful where you shoot your gun. Keep your hand on your gun.
Right.
Relax.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Man down. Pimping the stress.
That's how they said he did it. They said he was having. They said he was trying to get everybody to calm down. They said, everybody relax.
Damn.
That's the word on the street, I guess.
Let's see here.
Damn.
I don't know. They said the dude saw it from the balcony or some shit like that.
Saw what?
There was a dude that fucking said he saw everything from the balcony.
He said he couldn't see who had the gun. But he said he could see.
What are we talking about?
We talking about one of them. Yo, did you know that a stallion? Yo, bro, have y'all ever said?
shit.
Have y'all ever said that shit like, yo, that chick's a stallion?
Right.
I've
Everybody said that.
No, I've never said that.
You've never said that. What?
I
Because
haven't.
because we're.
You
I see where you're going.
So half of
because
it-
it does sound weird.
So half of us have said it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's probably
Right.
75%. Me and BDot, we on that
It's
25%.
new slang.
Yeah, it sounds weird.
Was it new
Definitely.
or was this old back in the 80s
It
shit?
sounds weird
It sounds
because
like some 80s shit to me.
no, I think it's new only because you know how women over the last 20 years have beefed up And that's, I think, what they're saying.
I get that part.
Is they're saying that they're like thick.
I get that part.
So it's like, yeah.
But the part I don't get is a stallion is a male horse.
That's right. And if we were all working in the horse situation, we'd probably know that better to know better what we're saying. But most of us don't realize all that. We're just saying what's popular. We hear somebody say it, and it becomes popular.
The new word could be that girl's a goose. Look at that goose.
Right.
I get it. It's just slang.
So,
I wonder if she knows that though.
Who, Megan?
Yeah. You think she knows that that the male horse is called a stallion?
Right.
Like I wonder if she knows that.
Well, in today's times, I mean,
She's been to college.
She might know. It's just a name.
Well, just
for
because
What does that tell us about?
just because you've got
I know it doesn't matter about college.
just because you have intelligence doesn't mean you have smarts.
I know it doesn't matter if you went to college. I get it, but sometimes people make you think that it should matter.
Well, yeah, because
But it doesn't.
most people are following the trend, just like we said. They're following what others are saying. If others tell you that school matters and paperwork matters, that's what you're going to go after. True. Right. You know, that's the whole, it's like manipulating your scenario. If somebody tells you that matters, then if you want to manipulate your scenario, then you have to work in that realm. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. So, I mean, but you can take that for everything or anything.
Black lives matter.
And you got to
White lives matter.
work with it.
All
within
lives
that realm.
matter.
Right. Humankind. Why don't we just, you know what? Good segue.
Yo,
Good segue.
did you know?
For humanity.
Humanity. What just happened on Monday Night Football? Yeah. Damar Hamlin, I think it was. Let me get that right. I don't want to be.
Oh, he played for the Bills.
I don't want to be rude. The Bills. But the reason that was, which was it? Damar Hamlin.
Damar Hamlin.
All right, cool. I just want to make sure. Yeah, the reason I'm saying it was a good segue was because during that game, when that all went down, everybody was just thinking, okay, we'll get him off the field and we'll move on and we'll play the rest of this game. But what everybody realized at that point was it was a human being on that field. Nobody had ever seen anything like that before. Somebody just kill over like that. And they had to revive him. So I think that was a good thing. I think that was good for people to see and bring that humanity vibe back to us, you know. And we're humans, all of us, when it comes down to the final part of that. And if more people would understand that and see that, I think we would treat each other different. The world would be a little different if we all were more like that. But we've been so divided all these years.
We are the world.
Right.
We are the children.
Right. The children are our future.
We are the ones to make a brighter day. So let's start new.
Right. So that's where we're trying to bring humanity back to. Is if we're teaching our kids
That was in the 80s.
craziness shit, then that's who they're going to become, crazy when they're adults. So we have, but this is the world we're in. This is the matrix we're in. The matrix has told us to teach our kids this bullshit.
We gotta get out of that.
And that's the matrix we're trying to get out of.
Gotta break loose of that. Like
Right.
now. For
We
real.
about to pull up on your block like aliens.
Right. Right. And the intel that I had gotten months ago had said people aren't going to believe until they start seeing people drop dead on TV, live TV. So that may not be the first and last one,
No.
you know?
There's been worse stuff than that on the internet.
Right. But what I'm talking about, live TV, though, that doesn't happen on live TV like that. That's where it's different.
It hit just like how
Wait a
George
minute.
Floyd
Hold
did.
up.
It hit
I
just
think
like how
that-
George Floyd did.
Hold up,
They
bro.
saw
Right.
body.
Hold up.
Same kind of energy.
And
Hold up. Can we look that up? Can you look that up?
What you got?
Can we find if anyone has ever died on a live broadcast?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's happened a few times.
And I just want to know. I just want
There
to
was a magician
from my own.
that happened. He
research.
died during a live thing.
There's a newscaster that killed herself on the news.
Yeah.
No, I mean like
Person.
a major
Nothing. That's what
Like,
I'm saying.
people are
Nothing like
watching all of
that.
this.
No, not with that many viewers.
Yeah,
No, that's why I'm saying that's a big thing.
And that was
So how
Yeah.
did they keep it that?
ITV.
How did they keep it that?
What are you thinking?
Like, how does that never ever happen?
Right.
We've never witnessed that.
Right.
Like somebody just have a heart attack. Like one of the goddamn like John Madden, one of the goddamn
Nobody.
dudes just talking,
Right.
just boom right there.
We've never seen anything like that.
I don't know. I'm wondering maybe there is.
There's a delay on video, so the most I can say is
Sometimes they can chop it out. Right. Yeah, that's totally possible. But it's usually what, a 20-second delay? It's not very much. So
I mean, they
If it-
stuff like that happens. They usually cut the
I mean, they couldn't stop the.
that whole.
just like NASA, right? They cut their feeds.
Oh yeah, like when the Challenger blew up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
Hold
we
up.
watched that.
That was live.
We watched that.
That was like 9 people.
Yeah.
Live, yeah.
Yeah.
On a
We didn't
goddamn
see the-
space shuttle.
We didn't see the people.
Wait, 9.
If you believe in it,
I'm
like
just-
we said before.
I'm just saying.
If you believe in NASA.
Let's look up when it happened. Let's look up when it happened.
That
when
was-
these things happen,
that was
because there's
19
probably some information in there.
That was 86. That was 86.
January 29th.
Yeah. I watched it on TV in my fourth grade
Yeah, we was
class,
in,
I think.
Yeah, we was in school.
We watched it live. See, they say that's a psyop because it was a mass awakening of a scenario where they created a problem like that and we watched it. See what I'm saying? Think about that.
Kids watched it.
Yeah, and
we
it was
were
mainly
in school.
kids. It was mainly
We
it was
were
all
in
kids.
school, and they were like, "It's like, why was the teachers promoting that so?"
Because there was a teacher on there. That's what they did. They put a teacher on the Challenger. And here's the thing, right? They were like, just like, we're gonna put this teacher on here. And now that I look back at it, right, and you're thinking of all the stuff that those astronauts they say have to go through to get on that thing. There's no way she did all that shit. There's just no way.
Did you know anything about the Challenger?
Yeah. Like when you
Got it,
think about it.
y'all
Y'all were young.
Y'all was young.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
9/11.
Right.
Yeah.
9/11 was y'all's.
Yeah,
They shut everything.
Yeah.
down.
I seen that.
But
Yeah,
that was live.
We didn't.
9/11 was live too.
We didn't watch it.
No.
We saw the footage after.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like a one person. We don't even know like
Yeah. Those are all big events.
a football player.
Those were
or a
all big
basketball
events.
Player or
We all hear about them.
what else
like-
goes live?
yeah.
It would just be the news.
Only sports stuff,
Back
really.
then, it would be the news, sports. What else was live? Like maybe late night TV.
Maybe late night TV.
Maybe
Could
that
run live.
definitely had a delay on it.
Right. But yeah, stuff like that. Oh yeah, like anything like New Year's Eve. It's all events. Like New Year's Eve, Rockin' New Year's Eve used to be live, but remember they cut that. It's not live no
The
more.
Olympics.
Like
Or like a marathon run?
live like we think. Yeah, live,
happened- What happened at that or parade?
yeah.
The parades and
Parades,
shit.
right?
I see nobody fucking
Yeah, but we've never had
falling
TV
out at the
like this.
parade.
What's that?
TV is at all time. Everything has a TV.
Right.
Your
Every
watch,
there's
glasses,
right.
There's a TV on in here.
Well, you are you're programming.
Yeah,
That is your
so-
programming.
yeah,
You're
so
switching your
there's
programming.
always
Yo.
something running now.
Television, bro. Television.
Right. Television.
Tell,
A vision.
lie,
Vision.
vision.
Right.
Tell a lie to your vision.
And it's programming.
it's a lot.
It's called programming. We all know that. Yeah.
This was in the Batman movie.
Right.
Remember the Riddler? He had
If
the
people are
device.
paying attention,
Yeah. He had the device you put on the TV.
but most people aren't paying attention.
Is this real?
That's an ember and a what do they call that? An ember and a flame.
Is the light real?
Yeah. If you can manipulate light, think about what you could do to people just by manipulating light. Yeah. Right. Everything is light. All of this is light. We could make any of this appear or not appear based on
I
light.
could just disappear right now.
Yeah.
Do it, Tox.
I'll
in
make
the edit.
I'll make them disappear
in the edit.
edit.
In the edit.
In the edit, I'll make them disappear.
Look, shoot a hole in the podcast.
Right, exactly. I'll be like, all right, you get up for a minute, and then I'm gonna pop this spot right in there. But then you'd see the cut, so you know what I mean. You'd know. But that's I mean that's Hollywood magic. It's Hollywood magic. That's all that is.
I already know we could do it. Remember the video?
Yeah. Go
I made him talk to himself
PPEMusic
Made him
YouTube.
talk to himself.
when I edited it.
PPEMusic
okay,
YouTube.
okay.
Go find that. You'll see videos on there where we've done some weird edits. There's been some crazy edits on there. People are talking to themselves.
Don't judge us.
Yeah. Just like my new single that just dropped, Talking to Myself.
I learned it in school.
ppeintox.com.
That's what school taught me. Good old education.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Before the podcast started.
Dang, man, it's only been 30 minutes.
If that, doesn't it feel like it feels different when you're sitting up here actually talking? It feels different. You don't think time's flying by. I mean, you think time's flying by, but it's not. There's a lot of sentences that can be said in 1 minute.
Yeah.
So think about that, right? Radio hosts that sit there for hours. What are they thinking? Just sitting there for hours. Remember that it used to be one person, and we're here on the late night mix.
I know, by yourself.
All by yourself. That's why they started taking calls. Them motherfuckers got lonely.
And he's talking not in his normal voice.
Right. It's always
why is he
some
doing
DJ voice.
that? So you don't go to sleep.
It's the programming.
It's to keep you up.
It's the
Yeah,
programming.
to get you. Yeah.
Because if he was just talking like this,
Hey, ain't you Cat Pop 106?
That ain't me.
They got to have a radio voice.
Yeah, they do.
So they gotta have a radio voice so he can make sure I put you down for the twilight.
he's trying to get people to go to sleep. That
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Well, if you're late night, yeah. If you're during the day, then you're like, "Hello, how's it going? This is K-pop 105." You know what I mean? You're all
jittery
you're all
and shit.
more, yeah. But at night, you're just soothing. You're like
they're that's them manipulating our clock.
yeah.
That's what they're doing.
It's manipulation everywhere. We're all being manipulated. It's a travesty.
What's up with that blizzard, man?
We didn't see it.
Anybody hear about that blizzard?
Was that like maybe in New York?
Yeah, New York.
I was like, we didn't see it down here. They talk about
know.
all this snow and ice and bullshit. And I looked outside that morning and I was like, nothing? We got nothing?
Yeah, I heard people died in that shit though.
Yeah,
man.
that's what I'm saying.
That shit's crazy.
Maybe it was targeted.
Shit, I've been.
Think about that shit.
I don't know.
It's been
man.
hot out here.
Yeah, it's hot right
It's
now.
like 4 hours away and there's a blizzard.
Yeah.
4 hours away, there's a blizzard.
Right.
And it's been hot here.
That's targeted, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
Make
heard,
it make sense.
I heard the
Should
intel.
be a little cold, right?
The intel says HARP is shut down. But that doesn't mean they can't turn it on for certain things. That's what I'm saying. They might have turned it on and like did some shit. Who knows?
Oh, they didn't pay the light bill. They had to shut it down for a little while. Hold up, guys. We owe China.
Right.
It's weather control.
Hey, China's bought a lot of the bonds, man, unsecured.
Dang.
Check them
We
out.
owe China. We can't use the YARP or HARP, whatever the fuck it is this
Yeah.
year. Shit. Damn, that's what they do.
Yeah, man, that weather's crazy, man. 1 minute it's hot, next minute it's cold.
HARP's back on?
Yeah, NASA and HARP
So?
did the asteroid experiment 5 days ago.
Okay. Well, it's back. That's why that snow came. Now we got it.
Wow,
We didn't snoop that one out real quick.
Did you just catch that?
We figured it out.
wow.
Scientists plan to hit an asteroid with more than 9.6 million radio waves from HARP.
You gonna light that up, or you just gonna hang on to it?
I was sitting here listening.
Put that thing in the air, man.
Yes, sir.
That's a torch?
If it's up, then it's up.
I thought it was a flashlight for a minute. Like,
I'm still thinking about that Challenger though.
We didn't finish that,
Bro, that was
So-
very traumatic for me.
As a kid, yeah. I mean, we're watching it
Now that I
at
think
school on the TV when they rolled it in. Roll that bad boy in. I think it was 4th grade. Yeah.
fourth.
Yeah, I think it was 4th grade I was in.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't
they
remember.
used to do that. They
It's like
rolled the
3rd or 4th
TV in on a goddamn cart.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, kids, we're gonna watch
Yeah,
a
and then-
video.
and we're watching this shit.
Yeah,
like
I remember
I'll,
that.
I'll take you through mine. So we're watching this shit, right? And everybody's excited to talk about the teacher on there and all this stuff. And the thing takes off, and we're like, "This is interesting." It's the first time I'd ever seen a shuttle take off. You know, I'm watching it. This is interesting. I'm like, "Wow, check this out!" And then an explosion, like in the first 30 seconds of it taking off. Explosion is it's right. And so nobody's freaking out yet.
Boom.
Like as a group, nobody was like, everybody was like, "This is probably part of the fucking show," you know?
Yeah.
And we're thinking, And for a second, there looked like a shuttle was flying out the other side. You can look at footage now, nothing like that exists. But for a second, we thought we saw a shuttle coming out. So we talked about it as kids. We were like, didn't you see the thing? We thought it was going to happen. And, and maybe the people are all right. And then they shut it off and moved on. They didn't talk about everybody just kind of was like, okay, yeah, we're going to.
Yeah, that's true.
It was like they just didn't even really.
They didn't even really tell us what happened in class.
No, like, they didn't tell us people were dying and all that stuff. They were just like.
Cut it off and
just started moving on to. Back to the curriculum. Yeah, we were young. Like they didn't know how to react to that. Yeah, they didn't know exactly. It was live TV. They didn't know how to react to that.
It's like, kids, we're gonna take out your drawing pads.
I think everybody. I think we might have all went to. We might have all went to recess. We might have went to. They might have just took us to recess and let us just get right out of there. Yeah, I don't remember that part. See, that's the thing.
Then they all went to the teachers' lounge.
Right, and then they figured out what the fuck was going on. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they had to do.
But nobody started to question it until we got older. And I remember looking up some of the conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Bro, they said there was 2 sets of twins on that motherfucker.
Right.
2 sets. Like think about the what's the word I'm looking for? Think about the coincidence or the like how astronomically, possible is that gonna happen on
2 sets of twins?
2 sets of twins.
I heard all of them were twins.
I just think it's weird.
Yeah, that sounds weird to me.
I think it's weird.
That's why they didn't know they're still alive.
And then they had pictures of them. Like some of them was professors and shit later in life and shit like that. But this is the internet. They could look up some lookalikes, find them, and be like, "Yo,
no, but they have the
guy
same
now."
names. How are they lookalikes if they have the same names?
They had the same names.
That's on the internet.
How?
Go look it up.
How possible is that?
And then last
2
year,
sets of twins.
Netflix just did a special on it last year. It was called Challenger.
What I'm saying is not 2 sets of twins was on it.
Watch
but
it.
2 of the people that was on it were twins.
It raises more questions than it answers.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You would think they maybe one will make it. Yeah, I got a twin. 2? Hold up.
Starts to get astronomical at that point, right?
It starts to be like you gotta at least have a question mark above your head.
Right.
Strange.
Light bulb, right? And that's what we do here on Awkward Intelligence.
Strange.
We just ask questions that create more questions. That's all we're trying to do. Y'all got to look up the information. That way, y'all know you're finding it. It's like I told somebody the other day. I said, you know those people that just sit there and read their Bible every night. They're just studying, right? They're studying. They're reading their Bible. Well, I'm doing the same thing, except for I'm reading all the books. This is a 5D chess game. You know what I mean? So I'm not reading one book. I'm reading them all. So
The whole gamut.
right, you gotta look into it.
I learned that when I was young, man. I got a lot of lessons when I was young. I paid attention to them.
They were good lessons.
Like it was a point in my life where I I was privy to having to go to different churches. I had always was going in the Catholic idea. And then I started going to different churches. Real young.
As a kid, right?
And I'm sitting there like, this is different. This ain't like in the other church.
Right.
Strange.
But they're all saying the same thing. They're just saying it differently.
Different, right?
Go to the next
Different
next
ways.
church. Oh, this is different. Then I ain't never seen them doing that in the other 2 churches.
Right.
But they do this in this church. And then this is kind of same too.
Right.
Strange.
Right.
So
Because no one religion has the key.
you know what I gathered from that? How are you supposed to know which one is saying the correct information?
Right.
All religions have
They all have a piece.
Yeah.
They all have a
They
piece.
have some.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some type of.
Yeah, that's kind of what I started understanding.
Yeah.
Was that every religion has a piece, not one of them has the whole thing.
Right.
They're all saying the same shit. They're just saying it different. They do it a different way. Some pray more. Some pray less.
Some pray different.
Some pray different.
Some get on their knees.
Right.
You know.
Exactly.
Right.
And I guess, and you can look at that, and if you want to go that deep, you can go into the tribes.
Man, some people catch the Holy Ghost.
That's what I'm saying. If you take it like that, if
Yo.
there was 12 tribes, they all did things differently.
I'ma
That's
say-
why they were 12 tribes. Otherwise, they would have been one tribe.
One, right.
So
Exactly.
yeah. So it's okay.
I'm gonna say some shit that might offend some people, but like when people used to catch the Holy Ghost, and I'd be in there,
Right.
I'd be sitting in there, right?
That was that Kundalini energy, man.
I'm sitting in there, right, and they're doing like they're jumping up, they're wiggling, they're running down the hall, and I'm like, damn, this motherfuckers. What is that? When I was a kid, but as I got older, I realized what it was.
What do you think it is?
Bro, they're just highly motivated.
Off the music.
They got crunk.
The music.
Oh, the music, the tone, probably like you got to think inside
think
those
about-
churches too. They have acoustics,
Think about like a team getting ready to play football.
right? They get hype.
They gonna start getting hype. Hoo. All this shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's the same thing.
It's the same shit.
It's just a different level. Yeah, it's just a religious level instead of a competitive level.
But some people believe that's the Holy Ghost, and maybe it is.
Right.
Maybe I'm saying some wrong shit here.
Nah, I agree
You're just
with
asking
you.
the questions.
I agree with
We're
you.
just asking the questions.
I'm just wondering because, like, think about it. Like, when people get motivated or they get hype, they start turning up. You know what I'm saying? And they're turning up.
There you go.
They're turning up for God. You know what I mean?
Right.
For Jesus. I get it. But
It makes sense.
But at the same
Everybody
time,
does it different.
I think it always happens.
Right.
Like people are doing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when do we call it the Holy Ghost, though? Should we only call it the Holy Ghost in church? Or are those football players catching the Holy Ghost?
Ooh.
Or, you know, these people right here, when they're getting crunk, are they catching the Holy Ghost?
Right. Or they just
Does it have to
passionate.
be that you have to be thinking about God?
That's the
Maybe
music.
they are.
Is that why it's called the Passion of the Christ?
It's the music.
Things that make you go, was that the,
Yeah,
was
was
that
it?
There it is.
There it is.
the clarity
gym.
moment?
The clarity
Or
moment.
The gym drop.
The gem drop, right?
Damn. Nice.
I always forget about the damn buttons.
Yo, we gotta label these buttons, man.
Yeah, I know. There's a
I don't know which ones did.
I know
but
it.
I was
I
gonna
know the
use one
one
earlier,
on the
but I was
bottom.
like,
There's a thing that I think you can overlay on this.
I wanted to tell you
That
that
does
earlier
that.
too. Like,
Yeah.
I got to move that mic because I want to hit that button.
Okay,
but
here we go.
The Tox got it.
Here we go. Here we go. Look right there.
Yeah, there it is.
There they are.
got you.
That's them right there. So
Nice.
we had a couple of those.
No, I get it.
moments,
I get
too.
it now. I get it now.
Got a little weird,
I like
but it gets
that.
awkward. It gets awkward here at Awkward Intelligence.
Cool. Cool beans.
And that's just good.
Yeah.
Like the Canadians say.
Hey,
beans.
Eh?
hey,
Cool beans.
that's like all we know. That's enough.
Stop fucking with the Canadians.
All we know.
They got a basketball team, damn it.
Name 2 cities in Canada.
Toronto and Vancouver.
Ooh. I know, right? Do they have 5?
Quebec. Montreal.
There's no 5. There's no 5th one. That's it. That's it. There's no. There's
You know it?
let. You gotta.
Montreal.
Ontario.
Ontario.
I don't know. Throw us a couple of
hey,
names in the comments.
Hey, we know some
Dang.
shit.
You named 7.
We didn't even use Google. Right. Right.
Don't hate me, baby, because I'm beautiful.
It's a musical. It's a
I
musical.
had to
musical
throw in
band.
a Cash Money throwback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. I gotta hear that again. It almost sounds like it's like, why did I not hear that? I gotta hear that again.
Somewhere down the line.
This guy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I had my moments.
see.
I had my moments.
Let's see where
That's
we're
what
at.
we
Time.
do, man. That's what we do, man. We here.
Oh, we're good.
Awkward intelligence, man. What's this, 5?
It's not even. It's 4:15.
No, I'm talking about episode 5.
Oh, this is episode 5.
Yeah.
Episode 5.
Episode 5. We
The,
live,
the nickel.
baby.
This is the nickel.
Sweep away the roaches episode. Just get them out the way. That's how people remember Star Trek.
Let me get that lighter.
I mean,
over there.
Star Wars.
Oh, damn.
They be like,
Thank you,
that's
sir.
episode 2. Attack of the whatever. Return of the Jedi, some shit.
Yeah, you got to throw your.
We just gonna
stuff
rename it and say
Yeah,
the sweep away of the roaches.
Yeah, I'll do it. That's what I'll call it. Yeah, yeah. I can, because I got to name these every time I upload them. So
Hey, what kind of
That's
vape
it.
is that, man?
This is a mighty.
Mighty. Let me see.
No, that
I
thing-
see him over there
Try
blowing
the
it.
vape?
I'm like, what
Is-
the
You
hell?
wanna
Look
try
at
the
this,
vape?
man.
Oh, let's give it to the
Bro, look
people.
at this.
This dude always has some high tech
For
shit.
real, always.
It's a
man.
high-tech
Look
vape.
at this, man.
Remember that one
It
week?
heats it
Got
up.
digital
Remember that
on
one-
it. Damn.
Yeah, bro.
Take the
I'll never
battery.
forget that thing.
Shit
The
mean.
volcano. Yeah, that thing was ridiculous.
We was smoking weed
No,
in a
it
big
was-
ass
it was
bag.
That shit mean.
It's gone.
That thing grew legs and walked out of here.
Look at that. Shit like a.
Floated away, bro.
Yeah, or that was in a different dimension.
Check it out.
Either or.
It's even got a
So yeah.
LCD
So what's that? A
display.
heated vape, right? Yeah. So it's a heated vape.
and you
So
can
heated
angle
vape.
this thing.
where do
I
you
wanna
get
talk to my
one of
piece.
those? Is that a
You
smoke
can
shop?
angle
Heated
it.
vape.
Smoke shop. Ask your local smoke shop guy. I need the heated vape, and you put weed in that joint straight up. You don't have to crush it or anything. You just throw it in there, and it
What?
heats up,
It's a
and you just
temperature gauge
you just
on
start
this thing.
taking pulls off that joint.
Temperature
No,
gauge.
but really?
You see the temperature gauge?
Nah.
it's
Oh
kinda-
wow. So you can put it in there.
It's kind of warm too.
Wow.
Yeah, it heats up.
It's smoking right now.
Is this supposed to be this warm?
I'm smoking.
Yeah, it heats up.
I don't want it to like blow up.
Yeah, no.
And I'd be the first nigga to die.
It's not a Samsung. It's not a Samsung phone.
Smoking right now. If you ain't gonna hit it, you hear me?
I get what you go with it.
Yeah, I'd be the
I get
first
it.
nigga to die by exploding vape and shit. On a podcast, you want to check it out?
Oh yeah, I've seen this before. Yeah, this is cool.
I ain't
like
never
this.
seen that before.
I gotta,
It's like a little ice pack.
I feel like I
man.
want to get one of these, but then I'm like, would I really use it? I don't know if I'd really use it.
I've made myself used to it.
Yeah,
I
and
use
that's
papers anymore.
right. That might be my next step because I was talking like I think on what episode 2 that I moved from blunt papers to hemp papers, so or hemp rolls and stuff like that. Trying to be a little more healthier with the nicotine and all that crap. So maybe if I want to get away from papers at some point, remember I was saying everybody's evolving. We're always evolving. Maybe I evolve into
Right.
something like that.
Right.
Charge
You
it,
know.
USB-C.
Right. Charge and
Damn.
go. It's always
So you
on
can
you.
Charge it.
You can keep what about
The
a
vapor clears in 20 minutes.
yeah.
Do it leave a
Does
smell? Leave a smell
I
behind?
mean, the vapor is clear.
Oh,
in
it's
20 minutes.
okay. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's light.
If you do it
It's
outside,
light. Yeah. Nobody knows nothing. You're stealth at that point.
even I don't even think my eyes get
Yeah. Yeah. You're
I don't know. I can't look.
your eyes are red right now,
Are
but
they?
yeah.
Well, then
I was thinking about that. I was like, Chris looks high as shit right
How
now.
it make you feel? Like,
Not that red.
how it make you feel?
Like it's smoking weed, right?
It's exactly
Like,
like,
I didn't know, like,
but less cottonmouth.
I thought it was different. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
less cottonmouth,
It's no
smoother.
paper,
Yeah. Yeah, less cottonmouth. No, yeah.
straight weed.
You don't have to sit over here and keep
I
drinking
thought,
water.
I thought it was one of
It's
those.
as close to a dab as you won't get.
Okay.
Dab's a lot of work.
Dab's a lot of work,
That's a lot of work.
but
See you later.
it's the same.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
I've hit a dab before, and my life got flipped, turned upside down. And I'd like
Yeah.
30 minutes just sit right
I
there.
think we talked about that. That's the kind of shit when people want to get crazy. Yeah, that's
You have to go through a
that
lot, so
crazy
It's
shit.
almost like smoking.
Yeah.
crack.
Right, right,
And then I gotta heat up a pipe.
right. It starts getting weird. I'm telling you.
No, yeah.
It's like
You
people
just
are
gotta
sta-
shirt
yeah.
off, you
I don't know. I thought the
yeah.
bag thing was weird
Well, that's
for a
what.
little bit. I was like, yo,
Who's puffing out a bag?
I could see that.
Like with the volcano. Yeah, with the volcano,
Bag.
I could see that.
bro.
The volcano
this
had a
dude
bag.
this fucking machine.
and it would fill up.
You fill up a bag, but it would pump the weed in.
Of
Like,
this.
You poured the weed in the joint,
yeah.
Bro, my-
and it just would pump just the smoke in the bag.
What?
And you would let it sit for like, what, 10, 15 minutes or some shit for a little minute?
A couple minutes while it warmed up, yeah.
Oh, to warm it up.
And then once it's done, you take the bag off.
And then you
You fill it up.
And then
you smoke right out the bag.
oh hell no, man. That's like huffing, man.
Right.
No, but listen,
I feel like I'm.
You can take all kinds of weird shit.
You was just concentrating this
But it was weed.
into that. Yes, it's weed.
In the end, it all turns into a brothel.
That's just so crazy.
Yeah.
Honestly, and it was a little bit. It was more like a party thing.
Yeah.
You could invite more.
Yeah,
people
it's for
that
multiple
were
people. Yeah,
smoking.
I mean,
a lot of people don't smoke,
Right.
so it was a good way to.
yeah, you can do like little. You can put the straw in there and have your own straw and everything.
I feel like
so-
more smoke would come out.
You get a lot.
Oh, you get a lot higher. You get
Well, you
way a
up
lot
there.
higher. Yeah, you go out of the stratosphere.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
as close to a dab as you can get.
Yeah,
It's not the
it's.
same intensity.
I don't remember a lot of those days.
Damn.
No.
Yeah, it's a blur.
We was high.
That's crazy. I ain't never do that with a bag. You know?
The
Seriously,
damn bag, bro.
Yeah, it would fill up a bag. And then you just
you gone
yeah.
off one bag.
I mean, I can believe it.
Yeah.
It just sound crazy.
Yeah, and if you got your own bag,
I can believe
oh,
it, but yeah.
Yeah.
And 1 gram would fill up like 6 bags.
Mm.
So
You're done.
you also were saving weed. And if you really want to, you could take the ashes and smoke them.
Damn.
You actually saving weed.
So it was
A lot of shit going
a
on.
lot of composting going on.
Yeah, it's a
A lot of
win-win.
recyclement.
Yeah,
I just felt like
win-win.
it was we just got too high, bro. At the time, I was like, man, this shit got me like high as shit.
Mm.
We weren't getting anything done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a lot of smoking
like
and
that.
drinking and trying to do something.
Bullshit.
I think we were helping you like do videos and shit back then. We were helping you do videos. We were just working on some stuff.
We still was doing music. but-
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like we weren't.
Getting it though.
Yeah. There was some, but you gotta have those times where you just hang out and just chill, man. You gotta have those times. Those is a good, you remember those good times. You know, it's like if you're on the tour bus or something, you're all playing Madden and 2K and shit like that. So it's like you gotta have those moments where you're just hanging out, talking shit. Having a good time, smoking,
weed,
feeling fine.
steady getting blue,
Devin the
and
dude.
I'm letting these hoes know.
That's crazy. I was watching him the other day, man. Devin the dude. That's crazy.
Shout out to Devin the dude.
Yes, sir.
Right. Still doing it. Who would have thought?
The Coffee Brothers.
Came out on the toilet on his first album,
Yeah.
and we just
And that's the one I
Yeah.
listened to.
I remember when Tox brought that shit we was in the barracks, yo.
yeah. Did I introduce you to that?
Yeah, you came from the PX,
Yeah.
and because you would always come from the PX with a CD or something.
Right.
And he came with that CD.
Yep.
Yeah, that one right there. Yeah.
And I remember looking at it and I was like, what the fuck is that shit, yo?
And then we threw it on,
And that shit was jamming.
and it was
Yeah.
jamming.
Yeah.
What was that?
I ain't really buy too many CDs.
99? That was 98,
It
99?
had to be 98.
Yeah.
Yeah, 98. Yeah, right in there. Yeah. Yeah, that joint was jamming.
I ain't really buy too many CDs, man, but I had that one.
Yeah. Did you get it back
crazy.
then, or you got it like later?
Yeah, back then.
Yeah.
I had it back
Yeah.
then.
Nice. He was on it.
Hell yeah.
There was a lot of people, East Coasters were on his music. For some reason, he was just resonating with people. It was crazy because I know a lot of people from out here. They're always like, "Oh, Devin the Dude, I know who that is," and they'll know him from that album.
Yeah.
I was put on to him though.
Right. Yeah, I think when I picked that CD, I'm trying to think back because back then, the way I would pick the CDs is I would either see if they were from a record label that I knew, which like Rap a Lot, so I knew that, but also if they were newer artists, who did they have on their album? Because then I'm like, if Scarface is on there, if different people like that, I'm like, Scarface don't get on. Scarface has got good music. He wouldn't get on nobody's shit. Back then people weren't just getting on random people's shit like they do today. You know what I mean? It's like back then it's like if somebody got on your shit, y'all was doing something. It wasn't, it was music. So I would check the back of the albums like that and see who was on it. Even that one, Mike Dean. I was like, who produced this thing? I would get deep on these joints because I'm like, I want to make sure the music I'm picking is gonna be some good quality shit, you know. So like, I would learn producers, you know, and so I would sometimes you'd see produced by so and so, and you'd be like, oh, you know that's jamming. You know what I mean? Like, you know that's gonna be good. Back when like Ant Banks was doing music with Too Short and all them, you know, it's like you had to know those producers before producers now are known. You know, they're just dropping their names on DJ Mustard, you know, and all that shit. But it's like they didn't do that back then. You didn't know who produced the songs. So you had to look on the CDs or on the J cars, you know, with the tapes and stuff. See, I'm taking it way back. But you had to look at all that information, you know, and say, is this going to be? And sometimes you took a chance and you were like, this dude still sucks. The music was cool. You know, he came from a good record label. They tried, but this guy's garbage. Somebody greenlit this motherfucker and tried to push all these producers and people behind him to make you think he was going to be good. They get you every now and again. You know what I mean? But that was the chance you took back then. And then, remember when CD stores back then they started letting you listen to them? You could go in there and listen to them. They could be like, you could check the CD out before you get it. So you could listen to it on the little player. They'd let you check it out. Yeah, man. So then you couldn't be disappointed. You could be like, man, I went through every song. I'm digging it, you know. But then by then, too, you'd be like, man, I'm not getting that for that one song. Fuck that. So then you could figure it out. You could figure it out. You had choices. But yeah, before all that, man, you had to just know that shit. If you didn't, it was word of mouth.
Yep.
I did the work. Somebody else got the benefit. I was good with that. Then I could tell everybody, you know, sometimes I got the information from someone else. They did the work, you know. So that's what it is. Community, Awkward Intelligence. Here we are. We're a community.
Check it out.
We're sharing information with each other. Yeah, we're just sharing information with each other.
Check it out.
Yeah.
That's what we're supposed to do. That's what we're here to do. Is drop these gems for the community. Got some interesting stories. Just in general. You know what I mean? Everybody does. And that's what we're here to do. Share.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Intox, and I'm an alcoholic. No, just kidding. That's the kind of stories I'm sharing here. They're like true to life stories. Yeah, that's the kind of shit we're doing.
So good, man. Yeah.
Foster's. It's Australian for beer.
Everybody got something wrong with them, man. Just as long as they working on it, you gotta work on it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Continue to work on, you know, the problem.
2023, it's not going to get that much easier. It's going to probably get worse before it
You know
gets
your
better.
problem, man. Just figure, you know what I mean? Just do it. Just, you know what I mean?
You know what it
Figure
is.
it out.
Figure it out.
And have
That's
a friend.
it.
You need a friend, someone you can talk to, someone who doesn't judge you, someone who doesn't shame you, somebody who doesn't, you know, y'all are in this world together. Someone you can talk to so you can get things off your mind, you can work it through, get some different ideas, you know, not always someone who just says yes every time you say something, you know, the yes man and all that. But somebody who can talk to you and tell you the real shit, you know?
Speak your words.
Yeah, they're out there. Find your friend. You'll find them.
Everybody needs a buddy. This is for the veterans out there.
Right.
Lean on me.
It's crazy because you meet more of them now.
That's
You meet more
strong.
just randomly going to different places.
I'll be your friend.
You meet a lot more veterans nowadays.
Veterans are essential.
know somebody singing with me. Yeah, veterans.
Yeah.
Shout out.
I met all kinds of veterans, by the way.
I'm sure you got some stories. You don't have to share though.
No,
It's up to you.
I don't know what kind of stories are we talking about.
Whatever you want to talk
Whatever.
about.
No.
Whatever.
Back in my day, boy.
When you were in the trenches.
Charlie.
Charlie, your leg. That's your leg.
Damn.
What's that scene?
It's not funny. No, I'm just kidding.
It isn't, man.
Yeah.
We're having a good time.
That's it.
Nah, I was thinking about this one time because I was watching this show this morning, and they was on a cliff, bro, and they were driving around this mountain.
One of those. Okay.
Yeah, and the drop off was
Yeah.
like the
Within
road,
like a foot,
the
right?
road was like only big enough for the Humvee.
Right. Right.
So like the drop off, you can it just went down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you open your door and try to step out,
Gone.
yeah, nigga, you gone.
It done.
Gone.
It done.
Better have a parachute.
And I was driving around. We were driving around that shit. But this morning, I think I had like a flashback, bro. Because when I was seeing it, I was like, "Oh shit, I remember that day."
When you
Like-
had to do something like that?
Yeah, we was
Yeah.
driving around the mountain, bro, and it was like that. It was like you could just fall out that bitch. A couple times the wheel fucking slid off the road a little bit,
Right.
but came up.
Who's driving?
Some motherfucker was driving. I don't remember who was driving.
Yeah. You weren't driving.
I wasn't driving.
Okay.
I was in the back seat,
Gotcha.
and I was on the side where the shit was. And I was like, bro, all it takes is
What? If you open the
one,
door.
yeah, one fuck up,
And
and we're
it.
off this bitch.
We're gone. We're tumbling. Yeah.
Say goodnight, bro.
Tell
It's
me.
over.
Yeah, you can't play around the roads now.
Did you have the 50 guy on top? Nobody on top? Just straight Humvee?
No, back then this was Kosovo. So no.
Okay. Y'all didn't have to ride dirty, huh?
Now we wasn't riding that dirty. and then the Humvees back then, they were like the soft shell shit.
Right.
Like everything was plastic.
Oh yeah. It was just
You know what I'm saying? Like
they used to call them
the
something. didn't
doors
they?
were fucking.
Like meat wagons or
They
something.
were just plastic, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't start getting like Humvees with the up armored shit. I mean, they had those, but we never had.
Y'all
them.
didn't have them, yeah.
But like everybody started getting those when we went to Iraq.
Right.
Shit was crazy.
Because shit changed. They started fucking
Yeah.
RPGing this motherfucker.
Yeah, motherfuckers was getting lit up, bro.
Yeah.
It used to look like Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, because everybody was taking off the plastic shit
And putting other
and
shit
welding on fucking iron and shit,
on. Right.
people-
Where were they getting this shit from?
bro. From it,
Just
just everywhere.
shit's just laying
I mean,
around.
this is Iraq.
It's abundant.
There's fucking
scrap.
shit out there. There's scrap
Like
metal
scrap
out here.
out
Just
here.
laying around.
Pick
Like
that shit
scrap.
up right there. We're gonna use it to up armor this
Right.
motherfucker.
Right. I got you.
Damn.
I got you. Innovative. I get
Straight up.
That's
Yo,
crazy.
the soldiers was doing that
it. Right. Yeah.
You know, in-
yeah, they
in-
were like, fuck this.
because
bullshit.
motherfuckers was getting lit up.
Yeah. I remember that shit happening.
And I remember going out there and I was like, fuck, this shit look like the goddamn Wild Wild West.
That
Mad
shit.
Max Beyond Thunderdome shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got 6 motherfuckers in the back. Sitting back to back on a half a Humvee joint.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
All
So,
weaponed out and shit. Ready to go.
Like you know how you
Geared.
had the 2-seaters?
Mm-hmm.
They in the back of a 4-seater, but like 3 of them are sitting back to back in the very back part.
Right.
Shit like that.
And then they would just light them up.
That's so they can jump off.
Right. Right.
So they can jump out real quick. Shit was fucked up. So then they gave us the up armor joints, like I think that year after that, after the first year there. Motherfuckers, and then all the other shit came out. The big ass up armor shits, the fucking, you know. Anyway,
You don't be having weird dreams about this shit.
no man, I try to not think about most of that shit.
Got you.
Like I just be like, fuck that shit. That shit's over.
Stage in my life.
Moving
That's what's
on.
Up. That's what's up. Yeah.
It's
Never
compartmentalized.
hold you back.
Moving on.
Compartmentalized.
nigga. Moving on.
Yeah, yeah,
unless
compartmentalized.
unless it comes up.
Right.
I don't know. We might need to use it one day.
Yeah. It's definitely some knowledge that, is always good.
Just pull it out the bag,
Yeah.
bro.
I think about that shit all the time. All the shit I've learned, it's got to be for something. I've been training my whole life for something, So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. 2024 is right around the corner. We ain't but 4 days in.
For real.
Oh shit.
That's crazy.
It's always like the first right when you get into the year you're getting into, it's like who's gonna talk about the next year already? You know, there's always somebody. They're always like, all right, 4 days in, 2023 is over. 2024 is my year. You're like, damn.
One bad thing
you
happened.
fuck it up in the first week.
Right, one bad thing happened. It's over. Damn. Well, it's always next year.
Done with this year. This year's trash.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always next year. Don't
Yeah,
worry
exactly.
about it.
The
Shit.
dumpster fire already. Oh shit. Yeah.
Straight up though.
I don't know. That's how people be thinking. I mean, I know most people are just trying to be jokes, but there's somebody out there thinking like that. There's somebody out there who's written this year over already. Just for whatever reason. Who knows? You never know. So it's wild.
I mean, yeah.
That's how crazy people
Did
are.
somebody just laugh?
It wasn't that, but I heard it.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
You heard
but it wasn't
laughter?
that.
Yeah.
In the headphones?
Yeah, you didn't hear that?
Yeah, I heard it, but
Was it? Did you push something? Oh, he's over there.
Oh, okay.
Quit
Yeah.
touching stuff. Just sit there and be still.
no, for real.
Stand
to
up
go
straight,
back-
boy.
To go back on that though, like
Yeah. You remember when old niggas used to tell
Somebody-
you some shit like that?
You be slouching.
Sit up straight, boy. Hey, what the fuck? Why are you sitting like that?
I mean, you never know though. Like, hey, there's somebody right now, you know, like is like hurt
Oh, this good.
and done in 2023 because somebody got a phone call on December, the last day of the year.
Right.
Somebody died.
You know somebody?
Yeah, somebody died. You know what I
Gotcha.
mean? The last day of the year. You know what I'm saying? So they probably looking at,
Already
next
going
year,
in
like,
with
damn.
negative energy.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
you know what I mean? Lost a loved one, like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So your whole year could be just messed up off that. You know what I'm saying? Then next year when they come around, you know what I mean?
You gotta
gotta
think about it
You
again.
know what I mean? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and that's why dates matter.
Shit
Dates matter,
crazy.
definitely.
Shit wild, man.
I can see that. Yeah, makes sense.
So, yeah.
I get it.
So,
Are we tied to time like that though?
In a way, we are because of the way the calendar's built.
Because if we didn't have any holidays, let's just say we didn't have no holidays and no New Year's and no shit like that. It was just a continuously running clock.
Just every day was every day.
That is kind of what it is, but it's always like a moment to remember.
Well, that's what they say. They say that
So, like-
we came up with time.
So let's say we didn't. I don't know. It's hard to say that, but let's say we didn't. Let's say we're like back in the day where they use them damn statues and shit
Right.
to like look at the goddamn equinox and shit. Let's say we're during that time. You think when they would look at the moon in a certain place, or you know what I mean, they knew, oh, this is this moment, this is fall coming. We must do the harvest. You think they were thinking, like, if somebody died during that time, oh shit, I don't really like fall or this moment
Or maybe if they had a lot of people die around that time. might be bad for
reminds
them.
me of this.
depending on who it is.
Yeah.
You think they were doing that?
No.
I don't know.
I mean,
These are people that don't have.
They were supposed to be a lot more advanced than we are now.
Or you think they were doing something way different than what we're doing? I think they were.
Yeah. Civilization was totally different. It was a renaissance. Yeah, that was a renaissance time. So yeah, and there probably wasn't, think about it, there probably wasn't that many people dying back then either at that moment. You know? Because they weren't dying from cancer. It didn't exist. You know, they weren't dying from, other things like that. So it's like, what were they dying from back then? Have we asked that question? if a bunch of these diseases we have now are things that we created over the last 100 years, what were people dying from back then? Just old age?
They probably
I mean,
were
we
dying
done
because
other-
I mean, goddamn, they went hunting with fucking bows and arrows and shit and spears.
Right.
Somebody probably fell off a rock, died. Somebody probably fucking
Yeah.
drowned when they was fishing.
Right. Life in general was probably just more difficult because of the things you could run around and do. You could traverse the mountains. You know, they do it in the movies all the time.
I know, I get that, but somebody died when they did that.
Yeah. Most of the time, they probably lost people. Yeah, it's not always everybody running through the hills and everybody makes it. Back then, it was probably like that, where you lose people. Just maybe they got used to it. Just got used to just losing, and that's why they had more kids and stuff back then.
You think maybe you think
Just more people means more chances.
you think there was more wolf attacks?
Probably
Like,
bear attacks, wolf attacks, hog attacks.
I'm just saying, they got to travel on foot, right? They got to walk through woods and shit like that.
There was other people too.
I'm wondering if there was more wolf attacks happening.
Like
that-
nature.
Nope.
Like,
Nobody was keeping records.
or was it?
Unless you went to a certain town, maybe there was a town here and there that would keep the record. They'd be like, man, we've had like 4 attacks this year. It's getting rough out there. It's that season. And then when people would come through, they'd be like, hey, which way y'all going? We're heading north. They'd be like, okay, up north, you got to watch out. We've had 4 attacks this year. It's the only way. Those were the records. But then there was probably a bunch of them they didn't even record because they didn't know about them. So, you know,
Nobody made it back to tell that tale.
right.
I
Exactly.
want to believe if there was an ability for us to track that,
Right.
there was more wolf attacks. I want to believe that, but there's no way for me to know.
There's
that.
no records for that. How do you know if there was more then than now? There's no records for that. Mercator didn't make a map for that. Ooh, you like that? That's awkward intelligence for you.
I'm just wondering because you know how they, you know how scientists will come on the goddamn, screen and tell you shit like, if we do this, this will cause this to happen,
Right.
and then this will cause this to happen.
Because they put the parameters in a machine, it ran a fucking thingy simulation, and it said this.
Right.
And we did it with multiple ways and multiple times and whatever, right? That's what they'll sell you. That's what they're selling you. Yeah. I'm with it. That's
But
what they're
I'm
selling
wondering if they can go back and find that out for me.
probably too far.
You think a scientist can run a simulation? Rewind
yes.
it from what we know now.
Yes. I
And
think
find out if there was more wolf attacks.
correct.
Just using all the data
Yep.
he can obtain.
They probably
of
could.
wolves,
If
of
they-
migration patterns.
If they put the right parameters into
Right?
the right simulation.
I know
they
I'm
could
saying
probably
some
figure
deep
it out.
shit. If there's a scientist out there, can you
Can you do that?
can you run those numbers for me?
They're gonna shoot you a link with a fucking finger because they're gonna be like, "It's out there, bro. Look it up." You're asking dumb questions right now. I'm just kidding. There's no dumb questions on Awkward Intelligence.
I don't think so, man. I think this is gonna prove that. I don't think they can tell that.
Well, not for certain. They can say the simulation said this is what we got from this, but that's not true information. That's a simulation.
Right.
Boom. That rhymed. Hello.
Because you don't know if maybe it wasn't more wolf attacks. Maybe it was more humans attacking wolves.
And that's why we have less now. We know that.
Hey,
But who's keeping that record, right?
where's those numbers?
Where'd the buffalo go, by the way?
Where's those numbers?
Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Somebody was killing some shit.
Yeah. But who was keeping that record? And then they're going to sit here and tell me that I'm saving a turtle by not getting a straw at McDonald's.
Bro, I don't understand. Yo, have you been have you been on the ocean or flew over the ocean?
Not lately,
Yo, the fucking ocean.
but I've done it before.
Yo, the fucking ocean is fucking big, bro.
It's vast.
Like it's
That's
fucking
a good word.
like, it's crazy, bruh.
To think
You know
about
what I'm saying?
it, yeah.
Like when you think about it. So like you gotta think about it. Like somehow they can tell us that the fucking whales are going extinct. Like how do you nigga, how do you know that? You
Well-
don't know if them niggas go hang out in the middle of the ocean.
Right.
You don't know this shit. Like you don't know if there's a whole goddamn family of them just hanging out there.
Well, think about it.
How would you know that?
If they're telling you
Unless they're on the sea so much
that
to where
and
they,
it's scarcity, it's always based on scarcity.
but they're never you on top of the water. You're not under the water all the time. So
Right.
how the fuck do you know how many fish is still in there?
Right. There's no way to tell.
There's no way for you to know that shit.
Yeah, there's no way to tell.
Nah, there's no way to tell.
It's an
but
estimate.
some of them
it's
do
an
be
estimation.
underwater though.
It's an estimation.
I don't care what kind of science you come up with.
Yeah, it's an
you can
estimation.
sit here and float on top and say, well, the depth is this and da da da.
Right.
Man, you could do all that shit, but you don't have ships on it all the time
Well-
to know that shit.
Well, here's the other part. What do they tell you? They've only explored 10% of the ocean. So the numbers they're giving you, multiply it, because it's only 10%. That's what I'm looking at. So there's 10 times more shit in there, or 100 times, or whatever that equals to, than what they're telling us. It's called scarcity. It's the same thing they do with water. It's the same thing they do with food. They try to tell you that this stuff doesn't exist. You're gonna run out. That's built on scarcity to keep you in a low vibration, so that you're fearful. You live in fear all your life, that everything's running out. But we've been told that for hundreds of years, that everything's gonna run out. It's still here. It's not going anywhere. The earth provides it. This is a water planet. What do we not understand about it?
There's fucking fish in the sea, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Like,
they're not going anywhere.
you're not gonna know if that shit's going extinct. You know the shit on the land because you walk on the land. You could watch that shit all day. You could be in its areas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But under the water, you're not under there enough.
Whole
to
nother
know,
world
to know,
under there.
to know that shit.
Whole nother world under there.
Unless you're a goddamn seaman and you live under the fucking water, nigga, you ain't gonna know. There's no way for you to know that.
Right. They're always finding new fish all the time too. So, that's because they only know 10%. That's it. It's simple. They don't know shit.
They don't know a damn thing, bro. They're lying to you.
So that's why I say, if you believe in all that, that's all I say. Just bringing up the questions. If you believe in all that. Welcome to Awkward's Intelligence.
Welcome to the world. Welcome to the motherfucking world. Shit. Why do people climb mountains, bro?
They're exploring
Mountains.
because they're curious,
What's up there?
because they're young souls.
Have you ever been to the top of a fucking mountain?
Only young souls have to explore. Old souls, we already know what's up there. We're not worried about it.
There's nothing on that motherfucker.
That's how it works.
And every time they show you the shit, there's nothing on. They just be happy they made it.
yeah, because it's the first time they've ever done it. I must
That's
have
it.
done it in past lives. I don't need to do it no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Too old for that shit. My soul's too old for that shit.
Yeah. That's like a child soul. They're so young. They still want to climb everything. You know?
You climbed a tree.
Right.
Mountains are really
Yeah.
trees, man.
Yeah. See?
Mountains are
Oh,
really
you
trees.
know about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We've talked about that before.
Mountains really trees, man.
Tree stumps.
Look up. There are no trees on Earth on YouTube.
Tree stumps.
They've all been chopped down.
People used to be hella big. Well, things used to be bigger.
Right.
All things.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, like that shit right there. Those are good questions. People gotta
Just
ask,
bringing
people,
up questions.
People gotta ask themselves these things.
Yeah. Well, nobody is asking these questions. We're just taking the narrative. Everybody keeps passing on what we were told, but nobody's really doing the research Because when you start to look into some of these things, questions start coming up. It doesn't connect all the way that we thought it did. That's all I'm saying. And I don't know, maybe it's a different dimension. We're supposed to find this information here. There's another dimension where all of this makes sense. Right. But we're not in that dimension, are we?
I mean, did we really go to the moon?
I said that plenty of times. Why haven't we been back?
I don't believe it.
They don't want us there?
Hell no.
Yo, if we went to the moon, I'm gonna tell you one thing. If we went to the moon, there's probably nothing fucking there. That's why they never went back.
Right.
If there was something there, they'd go back.
Or there was technology there that they didn't understand.
Definitely.
And they were like, whoa, we're out of our
I
element
can't pay
here.
my bills, but White is on the moon. Yo, come on, man.
They was trying to tell y'all back then.
What part of the game is this?
They was trying to tell y'all that back then. Yeah. It's a 60-year fight.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't think they found nothing. They would go back. They brought back some rocks, bro.
Well,
It's
to
just
say,
like- it's
just
just
so
like-
they could tell us that's why they spent the money. You know, they're like, we got to bring a souvenir back so that we can say we were there. Otherwise, the people won't believe us.
Shit crazy.
That's what all that was. They had to give us something. They're like, yeah, we did a couple experiments.
I mean, I don't know if I went all the way to the moon and I found out it was just really rocks there.
Right.
I'd be like, I don't know if I even. I get it. They want to study the rocks, maybe learn some more shit, right? I don't know. I feel like it's just too much for that at this point. It's just rocks over here, and it's gonna take us how long to get to the next
rocks
spot?
on, rocks on, rocks on.
I think I'm gonna just go back and just revamp the whole game plan.
They had
I don't know.
You think
I
they
don't-
had to figure
I
it
don't
out?
even- but part of me feel like
You think that ruined their whole let's jump to other planets plan?
no. I think it just means maybe they didn't want to fuck with it no more, because there's nothing really there.
Right.
Maybe.
Or maybe something was there.
You know what? I had a theory like that.
Yeah.
That somebody was there and they told him, "Hey, don't come back to this
Hey,
motherfucker."
don't bring your ass
You know what I'm saying?
back over.
Like, don't bring your ass back over here.
We saw y'all throwing those little nuclear bombs around down there.
Could have been
Hit them
there.
with some fucking shit.
Right.
Fuck they head up. When they came back and did their report, they was like, "Yo,
Nothing to report.
leave them niggas alone."
Damn that.
You think it was that? I don't know, man. It could be that.
I've heard that. I've heard that report before. That's a theory that's out there that we were told never to come back. We got our eyes on you. That's what the black satellite is. Look that up. The Black Knight satellite. Yeah. That's a weird one.
You hear the one about the moon's hollow?
Yep. Yep. Because it rings like a bell.
I don't know if that's conspiracy,
No, that's proven.
but I don't know. And then, I looked up certain shit.
That's science.
You know that most moons they spin. Our moon doesn't really spin.
Well, it spins as fast as the Earth does, which
Or,
makes
yeah.
it stay with us.
Right. So, like, you know what I mean?
But that means it's locked.
But, like,
There's-
the
it's
other
called
ones-
something. We're not scientists.
Right, definitely. not
It's called
science.
something. It's like something locked. Yeah.
But that's like the only one that does that shit. The other moons do other shit.
That has to tell you something, right? That has to tell you something. Out of what a moon most commonly would do, it doesn't do that at all. So that's yeah. It's got to tell you something.
It's got to speak to something.
Right.
And that's
That's all. We're just
And-
bringing up the questions.
and that's their science.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the science.
That's the science that's out there. Yeah.
like, I'm sitting there like, okay,
Yeah.
strange.
Because I wanted to bring one up about kind of on that level for the people out here. Another thing they can look up. There's a guy on YouTube named John Levi. Jon Levi, Levi, right? He does old world videos. They're like 20 minutes long. They're not too long. And he's one of the ones that brought up a question from that I looked at was the World's Fairs back in the 1800s, right? These things were immaculate. Lights, electricity, all this stuff, electric, cars. I mean, they had everything. The technology was all there. But where did it go? Because all of a sudden it disappeared, and by the early 1900s, we were starting over again. So where'd all that go? That's when he starts. He shows pictures of old videos you can find of those times and stuff like that. And he's putting it all together, and he's talking about it like questions. He's not saying he has any answers, but he's saying, where did all this technology go? Why was it so important to have all this stuff and then for it to just disappear if we were a growing country at that time? Where did it all go? Even the structures. There's structures, old buildings, Saint basilicas and stuff like this that are out there, right? In these pictures that don't exist anymore. But why did they disappear? They say that they demolished all this stuff because it was all just plaster and made up. So they say it's like a set. We build a set, but if you look at it, none of it looks like a set. It looks like real world buildings that were there already. And they were in these cities that already existed. San Francisco, Chicago, London. They were all in these cities that already existed as major cities. So how did these cities become so major way back in the 1800s? That's the questions you start thinking about, Why were these major cities? And so you're going, something was happening. Something was going on. Did they destroy these places and rebuild them so that they are what they are now? Because, they had castles and all kinds of stuff, pyramids, all those kind of things were there across the United States, So you start to just there's a lot of questions of history that we just don't understand. We're not taught any of this American history. So that's stuff you just got to look into.
Yeah, you got to think about it. Like, remember, you would see pictures of, pueblos and shit like that,
Right.
carved into mountains and shit.
Where'd all that stuff go?
Like, where did all that shit go? Or is it still there and you can go there today and check it out?
You can, for a lot of it. But no one talks about it anymore. It's like they've got away from it.
And how deep was they in that mountain or in that place? Like, how much shit did you really discover there? You know what I mean? And if that existed, why would you fuck that up?
Right. Well, they
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you pulled up on that and you saw, if I pull up and I'm discovering new places, right? And I see, there's a Walmart there. That's cool. Damn, there's a lot of land over here. I could use this land. Y'all using this, that, or there's a 7-Eleven here. Why would I need to destroy those things if I just want to move and live in this area?
Right.
You understand what I'm
that's the
saying?
questions.
Why would you?
If
why
there's
would
more,
you,
right? If there's more area to work with, why would you destroy what's already there?
right?
Right. Exactly. Unless you were trying to hide something.
Unless you just felt like, fuck that Walmart. I don't want it there.
Right.
Fuck that 7-Eleven. I don't want that shit there either. And I just want all y'all shit.
Right.
Like, you'd have
That
to
could
think
be a
that's how
theory,
the
yeah.
person is thinking. Because other than that, why would you do that? I think you would just move in and be like, yo, okay, that's cool.
Or if there was already structures there that you could move into, wouldn't you just move into them?
Right.
You wouldn't. You would just build on top or whatever. Or build onto it. You'd be like, damn, this shit already here. You wouldn't destroy it and rebuild it. That'd be stupid.
Right.
Especially in those times.
But you look at it and those places are desolate. They're gone.
Right.
Everything's disappeared.
We've moved on. But what did we move on from? That's the question. What did we move on from?
We moved on.
Right.
We moved on.
Because there's a theory out there that says, the U.S. has, what do they call them, like wildlife preserves and stuff. It's like just land that the U.S. government owns. And they say they're parks and recreation, right? Or whatever. They own them, right? A lot of them, they say you can't go into them. They're like, you're locked out of them. And it's government land. But why? Why would the government lock you out of certain lands and areas? Just another question. Kind of goes on that.
Well, they try to say they do that shit so people don't start fucking it up. Cause like motherfuckers start hunting in there.
Right. That's what
Somebody
they
will start
say.
shooting the deer in there, like they trying to protect
Right.
fucking wildlife.
But half these places, nobody's even going to these places. No one's over there. Why are they keeping us from there? That's
Right.
yeah, I'm just saying. It's questions on that kind of idea of
Yeah, why we can't?
Maybe you
Like,
think
why we
something gonna
can't?
happen?
Why we can't do no land development in the Grand Canyon?
yeah, definitely can't do it in there
Why not?
because El Dorado's in there. No, I'm just kidding. But you know, there's pyramids and things. Yeah, they don't want you to see all that stuff.
So I'm saying, why we can't go redevelop that? Start another tribe right here. Nobody's using this shit, right?
Right?
Why not?
Because they don't want you to.
Because people, they never let us own shit no more.
Right.
You don't really.
We don't own anything.
It's almost like you on borrowed time. You on like what they want to say is the government's. That's who owns this. This is America's. No, nigga.
This is America.
No, this is the world. Like unleash all that shit.
We created borders.
You know what I'm saying? Like you
Should have
don't-
never created borders.
You don't need that. Let people live. Let them move. All that drawing lines and shit.
Right.
We got to get the fuck away from that type of shit. You're drawing lines where you want to draw lines.
Right.
What if I want to say I want to go own a little piece of the fucking ocean? Can I go do that today? No, because what? It's
International waters?
because they can't see below that motherfucker.
Ooh. Brought it back. That's a pullback. Hello.
Hit him with the gym.
Last
It was,
one.
yeah. It's a gym drop.
Gem drop.
Telling you, we need to get rid of that bullshit. That's what's keeping a lot of shit fucked up.
Yeah. It is. It's the rules and regulations.
We got to get to a point where we're not charging each other to go and get knowledge.
right.
That's what we need to get. We need to get to a point where I'm not going to charge you to teach you this. I'm just going to teach you that. If everybody was doing that shit,
That's what we're doing right here.
if everybody was doing that shit, you wouldn't have to worry about when you're going to get to fucking Mars.
Right.
You'd be figuring out some other shit at this point. But what we do is we charge people to teach them.
Right.
Just put the shit out there.
Right.
Everybody needs to do that. That's what the internet. When the
Well,
internet came out, it was
That's
kind of
what
like
YouTube
that.
started as.
But it changed.
They monetized the people back into ads and bullshit. And that's what did that. Oh, I can make money. Instead of realizing they were just getting pulled right back into the matrix. When they had found a way out of the matrix, give the information. People started waking up. People started knowing things. That's why it's called a YouTube degree. Because you can go in there and learn shit. And you know what I mean? You don't even need, nobody has to tell you. They're telling you on YouTube. It's free. That's what
Free
we're here
game,
for.
man.
Awkward Intelligence. We're dropping gems for the community. That's how we do it.
Free game.
Yep. Instead of running it on you, we're giving it to you. Come rock with us.
Yeah, if everybody did that shit, the world would be a better place. That's what fucking Timbuktu was.
That's what it used to be, right?
That's what it was.
That's what the world used to be like.
Everybody came from their village and shared something that they knew in
And then-
Timbuktu.
And then took it back to their village and taught everybody what they knew.
And they would keep sending the young people
Yep.
to go learn new shit and come back.
Yep.
And it was fucking free.
Free. And the great words of BDot. How much?
Free.
Free.
But they took that shit and twisted it. And now people paying for degrees and shit.
they're in
paying
debt.
to be doctors.
In debt for the rest of their lives.
Just do what it takes to do that and be a criteria. Be that person. You don't need no degree for that. Just learn it. Do it and be it.
Right.
Fuck
Right.
you need to go to school for.
You can learn anything from anybody. Yeah. The teacher and the student. That's all you need.
School should be free, bro.
Let's start a petition. Right here on YouTube.
All knowledge should be free. Nobody should be paying to learn. doesn't make any sense. Think about it.
But you still got to work
Right.
to earn it, though. You still got to earn it. But you don't got to pay to learn it.
To learn.
Put that on a shirt.
Learning should be fucking free.
I'm with it.
Yo, I'll be running for office.
Right. The congressman.
Nah, just fucking around. Straight up, it should
Nah,
be
you real
fucking
though,
free.
real though.
It doesn't make no sense to pay fucking money to learn. The fuck?
Definitely.
Everybody should be sharing that.
Yep. That's why they say knowledge is power, and then they make you pay for it. Makes it even more powerful. Greed. It's always greed. Then it turns into a brothel. I'm just telling you like it is.
Yo, while we at it, I think food should be free too.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Free fucking food, nigga.
We should just be able to walk downtown and grab a bite and roll.
Talking about free
What are we
shit.
doing here?
You know what I'm saying? Because wait, hold up, bro.
Crack
Work-
another
like,
beer.
Like we in America, right? So I know we all worked at somewhere where you saw how much fucking shit they just throw away.
Right.
It just gets fucking thrown away at the end of the day. The shit gets thrown the fuck away. Like, goddamn, this is a lot of shit. That could have fed another village somewhere.
Right. Yeah. That's how it was supposed to work. It just gets trickled down. Remember that movie where that tray in the middle of the floor just kept coming down, and everybody, you could grab something or you could save for other people. See, that's what that shit's all about. You got the people up top get greedy instead of leaving stuff for others. You know. Forgot what that was. It was on Netflix. I think.
I seen
It
that
was
movie
called The
too.
Platform, I think.
The platform.
It was
You
like
seen
100
Platform?
floors or something,
The platform.
like an elevator or
yeah,
something like that.
that was it.
Yeah,
And you would get your floors would change too,
yeah.
Yeah.
randomly.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah, that's that shit.
It was a good movie.
Yeah, it was
I
decent.
thought it was. It was kind of
decent.
gruesome and
Definitely
shit.
was.
Yeah,
Maybe for some of you viewers out there, it's a little gruesome, but yeah, shit was pretty good. The fucking the way they played with the dynamics of it, you know?
right.
It showed you that type of level of shit, and that's exactly what's going on, really. You know what I'm saying? But it's just on a different scale.
Yeah, yeah. The movies are telling you the real. The news is fake.
Even the people that was trying to like, you know, remember there was the one dude. He was like, "Yo, hey, just
Shit crazy.
take what you want, be gentle, be kind and shit, and pass it down."
Right.
Motherfuckers would be like, when they was at the top, they'd give
They
a
would
fuck.
eat everything they could touch,
They would eat whatever the fuck
and they would fuck
wanted.
shit up.
And then they,
Some of them would
motherfucker
kick
might-
stuff
Motherfucker
and fuck shit up. You'd be like,
Motherfucker
what is
took-
the point of that?
take a piss on it, take a shit
Shit
on
Right.
it,
falling.
Yeah.
send it back down.
Yeah.
Really, bro? Like you had to go that far? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is you mad about, bro?
Right.
Just eat some food and go sit the fuck down.
Exactly. Take a biscuit
But it's the greed.
and move on. Yeah. Yeah.
And they're all in dire straits. So this ain't even like how it could be. It could be you eat what you want, but you just pass and you share what you have.
Right.
Don't fuck it up for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we get so much stuff here in America, bro, that we just
Abundance.
these corporations, they fucking it up.
Abundance.
These corporations, they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you are smart enough to know how to make an extra $1, but you're not smart enough to figure out how to take this extra food you wasting
Right.
and spread it somewhere where it makes sense. You smart enough to do that, but you're not smart enough to do this. Come on, bro.
Record profits every year.
Come on, bro. You're doing analysis and shit, but you can't figure that out.
Right. It's by design. It has to be by design at that point.
You're doing that on purpose. Or are you doing that on purpose?
Right.
You don't really give a fuck.
Right.
Go business, man.
Yep.
That's why I said
They don't give a fuck.
all food should be free too.
Water too.
If I was motherfucking
Water
to
should
put
just
it out
be
there, I'd
free.
be like, well, y'all gonna figure it out.
What happened to all those fountains in the parks?
Because we're gonna send an assessor out there. We're gonna send an assessor out there. And he's gonna monitor how much food you're wasting as a fucking Burger King
Right.
or a fucking McDonald's.
Yeah, where's that guy?
Any of those people. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna monitor how much shit you're wasting.
Where's that one? Yeah, exactly. They should weigh it all, toss it every day, and then you know how much shit you're throwing them out every day. Because they want to know when you clean the shit. They want to know if the shit's at the right temperature. But they don't care. Once you throw it away, it's not their job no more.
Old Country Buffet, we're coming for you too. Because I know they waste food.
Because I know they waste food.
I know they waste food.
Right.
Like, come on, you serious? Yeah. You could give that shit away to the homeless people after dark.
Right.
Motherfucker.
Right.
You don't have to waste this shit.
Right.
They send it to the trash.
Or they might reuse it.
Yeah. But they sell it to whatever. Yeah, exactly. They find ways to, especially if it's a lot, they find ways to get rid of it. Yeah. They find ways. Yeah. Yeah, they might even donate it. And they use that as a donation, and that's how they write shit off. Yeah, they might do all that kind of shit. You know, it's paperwork.
You talking about the oil or the grease?
Paperwork.
Not the food.
All that stuff.
Man.
All that stuff gets recycled.
What container does that go in?
You don't want to know.
It doesn't go in the trash container in the back of that motherfucker.
No.
That's what goes in there.
Yeah.
And then that shit goes to a landfill.
Some of it does. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm saying.
Let's get a job there.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Let's do it. Let's infiltrate. We'll infiltrate this motherfucker.
And wear a body cam.
Are we going undercover?
We're going undercover.
I mean, we can monitor that.
That's true.
I'm just saying. I remember at
Maybe that's the job.
I remember at Burger King. That's
You
where
can make it.
when I worked at Burger King, that's where all the trash went. It went in the goddamn trash can.
Right.
There was no separate container. And then
He's like, that's Burger King in the 90s. They've got it down now.
you think they switched
They
that
figured
now?
it out. They figured it out.
I doubt it, man. I doubt it.
They knew how they were getting scammed back then, and they figured it out.
We could have.
Yeah.
All the food, right? All your food is plastic, people.
Ooh, yeah.
Man.
Did we go there?
You better
We just
go to
went
your,
there.
you better go to your local.
Definitely. See, I'm sitting back cooling, man.
It's microplastics.
He just-
It's microplastics everywhere.
Right, throw it away.
Microplastics everywhere. Yeah. Yeah.
Better watch what you're eating.
I think we should wrap it up at this
Might
point
be human.
before we get
Shit.
too deep.
Yeah.
Whoa! And there it went. And there it went.
See?
I told you.
Yeah, see? That's why I be chilling, man. I don't say too much, man.
Awkward intelligence.
Yeah.
Intox
Pay
And
attention.
BDot.
Pay attention to your food.
with Mr. Prim.
Yes, sir.
We're out.